This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video of mine. This time, the video will be on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me in the middle of 1,000 Guineas weekend at Caulfield. I hope you are all doing very well this weekend. Like I said, I touched on it there. We're going to take a look now at a horse based in Australia ahead of the fillies, the first fillies classic of the year, the 1,000 Guineas, which is held at Caulfield this coming weekend. But before we start to take a look at the horses, where can people find these horses? Well, the website has changed. Unfortunately, the last one was blocked for high traffic. It was parked on a domain that is very successful. And unfortunately, it's thrown me over the edge, thrown me over the limit. So we lost both them sites. So the website now can be found at Classic Watch 26. Rather than that, sorry, Classic Watch 2026.great/site.net. Classic Watch 2026.great/site.net. You'll see now that the site has got its placeholder now for the Australian trained horses, because we chanced one in the Guineas last week, and the site has slowly but surely got some sort of a roll of honour on it with the pack races that the horse we chanced last week was victorious in. Obviously, as the site grows, there will be much more, hopefully, on the site. But for now, this will be, hopefully, if this horse takes its chance in the 1,000 Guineas this coming weekend, we might be able to see the horse on the site. It's not quite right yet. I had to rush this one, really, to get it done in time for the grand depart. But hopefully the picture will be bigger soon. There'll be some sort of options to share in a module. But the horses are there in the exact same way. Classic Watch 2026.great/site.net is where people will find these horses now. What we're going to do right now is we're going to start taking a look at the horse in question, based in Australia. And that horse is Ole Dancer, 3-year-old filly, trained by Moody and Coleman, Peter Moody and Catherine Coleman, based at Pakenham. The colour is bay. It's a 3-year-old filly, and the horse was sired by Ole Kirk out of a dam called Dancers, who herself was sired by Husson. People will see, if they take a look at the form, the horse has raced 4 times and has only finished out of the first 3 on 1 occasion so far, winning twice and finishing second on his most recent start, which isn't ideal. I will say this is the 4th choice. You know, we had others I thought that were stronger that I could have done wasted time and did a video on for them not to run. You know, I don't really want to be giving too much away at this stage, is what I'm saying. The YouTube channel only exists to get the website, get the horses I need on the website at the right time. This is in no way my best Australian filly. You know, this is just the one that they've elected to allow to run in the race that suits the website, Ole Dancer. So what we're going to do, we'll take a look at the form quickly. You'll see the horse is entered for the Schweppes 1,000 Guineas this coming Saturday. So hopefully the filly will be allowed to take her chance at this stage. She was actually second in the Group 2 1,000 Guineas Prelude held at Sandown Hillside on the 27th of September 2025. That was a race I was hoping she would win. And she was also beaten in the listed Atlantic Jewel Stakes on the 6th of September 2025, where she was only 5th. But they are slowly but surely up in trip. 1,200 for the Atlantic Jewel, 1,400 metres, which is 7 furlongs, for the Guineas Prelude, the Group 2, what she was second in. Only just lost there, really. Very unlucky, I thought. And hopefully the mile will be well within her compass, up to the 1,600 for this classic tilt, hopefully, this coming weekend. She did win her first 2 races. She managed to win the Murray Bridge Magic Millions 2-year-old classic this year on her first start. A race we will take a look at, for which she earned a fair bit of money for that. And she managed to win well. And then in her second start, she won on the 26th of July, 2025. Again, over 12 furlongs in a open handicap for 2-year-olds, because this race was held just before the end of the season on the 31st of July 2005. So you'll see there, they started off at 1100, then up to 1200, couple of tilts, and she will be going for the guineas on what will be her 5th start. So what we're going to do, in the usual fashion, we'll take a look at the pedigree of the horse, then we'll watch the horse win the first 2 races of her career, and then we will get on with our lives, I think. This is the horse in question, Ole Dancer, a filly, born in 2022. You'll see there, 4 starts, 2 wins and a place, 253,300 Australian guineas, Australian dollars, sorry, up to this point. And you'll see there, second in the Group 2, 1,000 guineas prelude this year of 2025 on her most recent start. But the bit we're interested in, as always, with this site is this bit here, which tells people the dam line of the horse, Ole Dancer. People will be able to see that the dam line is 2C. So what we're going to do is because the 5th dam is quite young on this one. The 5th dam is only born in 1984. So we're going to take a look at a few dams here. We'll pick up any well-bred horses that I can find along the way. Then we'll watch the horse, Ole Dancer, win those first 2 races of his career. And then we will get on with our lives, I think. That sounds a pretty good plan to me. Right, let's take a look at the dam of the horse. Dancers, a mare born in 2014, sired by Hassan, Argentinian bred horse, out of a dam called Viennese Lass. People see there that Dancer's raced 8 times in her career, 2 wins, a second and 2 thirds, 5 out of 8 starts in the first 3, and she managed to earn 51,500 Australian dollars in her career. No black type form for her at all, but we do know through Ole Dancer that she is now a black type producer, albeit only at a placed level. The next dam we need to take a look at is Viennese Lass. Viennese Lass, a mare born in 2008, sired by Reduced Choice out of Wiener. People will see that Wiener is sired by More Than Ready. Viennese Lass, born in 2008, unraced in her career. Unfortunately, she never hit the track. The 3rd dam we're going to take a look at now is Wiener, a mare born in 2003, sired by More Than Ready out of Snippets Lass. People see there that Wiener actually did race. She finished 3rd twice out of her 5 starts. Never managed to get her head in front, winning 12,750 Australian dollars in her career. She was actually 3rd in the listed Gimcrack Stakes of 2005, which is one of the early 2-year-old races of the season out in Australia. So she was quite forward in 2005 when she was running, but she didn't really look to train on. You'll see there the horses are going to start coming in a minute. You'll see there Wiener is a black type producer. So we can take a look at those horses now. Here's an interesting one. Redina. Never knew this horse existed. I might have heard it go round. Gelding. Born in 2019. Sired by Reduced Choice out of Wiener. Redina raced 14 times in his career. 6 wins, 2 seconds and 2 thirds. 10 times out of 14 in the first 3. Managing to earn 1,335,700 Australian dollars on the track. Very good horse. Redina, winner of the Group 1 Epsom Handicap in 2023. So it was going round when I was watching Aussie racing. I just missed it. And it also won 2 more Group 3 races. The horse won the Gunsynd Classic at Eagle Farm and the Bill Ritchie Handicap at Randwick. So yeah, there's the first Group 1 winner on the line related to our horse, Ole Dancer. Next horse we need to take a look at is one I actually followed myself. I actually did follow this one, Rafflin, a colt born in 2017, sired by Fascinet Rock out of Wiener as well. So this is not a line I'm totally unfamiliar with. Rafflin I never thought the horse won the races it should have won. You know, it was always flattered to deceive, really. I found a few at that stage that were like that. According to these people, Rafflin has raced 37 times in his career, 3 wins, 5 seconds and 8 thirds. 16 of 37 starts in the first 3 and managed to earn 189,500 Australian dollars. The longer he raced for, I would say, the worse he got. People see there he managed to win the listed Feel and Ready Stakes at Doomben. He was a listed winner for me He then was placed in the Ballarat Magic Millions 2-year-old Clockwise Classic and was also placed third in the Group 3 Blue Diamond Prelude as well of 2020. So it's hard to write the horse off as a total bad horse because he's a Group 3 place listed winner. Magic Millions placed, but he never, to me, won the races that I was hoping he would win. That's for certain. But he's related out of Wiener as well. Zanzibar, another one I'm not familiar with at all, a mare born in 2014, sired by All Too Hard out of Wiener. Zanzibar raced 11 times in her career, 3 wins and 2/3. 5 out of 11 starts in the first 3, earnings of 95,575 Australian dollars in her career. Zanzibar was third in the 2018 Derby Munro Stakes, held at Rose Hill. But she did breed a pattern race horse, King of Pop. King of Pop, another one I didn't follow, born in 2022, sired by Farnan, that's why, out of Zanzibar. King of Pop has raced 5 times in his career, 2 wins and a second. At this stage, 3 out of 5 in the first 3. The first 2, actually, isn't it? For earnings so far of 216,400 Australian dollars. King of Pop managed to win the Group 3 Canberra Black Opal Stakes of 2025, and the horse was also placed in the Group 3 Kindergarten Stakes over 1,100 metres. So Group 3 winner there. King of Pop out of Zanzibar. People see Wiener is obviously the second dam of this horse. Snitzel. We're going to start Snitzel. Horse born in 2002. You saw there the horse. Our dam, what was it called? Wiener. Half sister to Snitzel. Snitzel, a horse born in 2002, sired by Reduced Choice out of Snippet's Lass. Snitzel raced 15 times in his career, 7 wins, a second and 3/3. Never out of the first 3 in his, was that right? 7 and 4, no, it's 12, isn't it? 11 out of 15 starts, in the first 3. The horse managed to earn 1,010,250 Australian dollars in his career. Won some races, Snitzel did. Group 1 winner of the Oakley Plate of 2006. The horse also won the Group 2 Challenge Stakes. He also won the Group 2, Group 3s, the Skyline Stakes and the Up and Coming Stakes. And 2 listed races, the AJC Breeders' Plate and the Tommy Smith Slipper at Doomben. Horse was also second in the Newmarket Handicap of 2006. Horse was also third in the TJ of 2006, a Group 1 race. Horse was fourth in another 2 group races, the Manicato Stakes and the All Age Stakes in 2005 and 2006. Excuse me. Horse entered stud 2006 to 2024 Allafield stud. Actually shuttled twice to Japan in 2007 and 2011. 4-time champion sire in Australia. The horse was sadly euthanised due to deterioration of the liver earlier this year on the 11th of June 2025. Massive influence on the Australian bloodstock scene. So many sons of Snitzel at stud, so many sires of the Snitzel out of Snitzel dams at stud. It really is a Snitzel fest. When you look on this line to try and find stallions that the horse might be related to, people can find the look now. Snitzel's page sadly is gone because he is sadly no longer with us. A sign of how brutal these people are. She's actually took time to go onto her site. This woman has done that and deleted one of the best horses in Australia off the list. So people can't look at the stallion page anymore because the horse is just not siren anymore. Me personally, I would leave all stallions on this site, whether they were alive or dead. It'd certainly be a lot more useful for me. Snitzel, a very good horse, as we know. Like we said, to stud in Australia in 2006, champion 4 times, second twice, leading Australian sire of 2-year-olds 6 times, leading Australian sire worldwide earnings twice, leading Australian sire of 3-year-olds twice, leading Australian sire by winners twice. Sire of 1,662 progeny to race to this date. 1,303 of them have won. Earnings of over $274 million. 161 stakes winners up to this date. And 142 stakes place getters. I don't know if people dive on here and update them every time Snitzel sires a pattern winner after he had died. But yeah, sadly the horse is now dead after siring 161 stakes winners. A superb siring performance, it's fair to say. Oh, I'm sorry, hang on, there's somebody at the door. Let me just pause this video quickly and I will go and see what's going on. Hello everybody, welcome back. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, sad loss to the Australian breeding industry. Snitzel, without any shadow of a doubt, sired a lot of very, very good horses. And they're still coming out on the pipeline to this day, to be fair. Next one we need to take a look at is Viennese, a mare born in 2005, sired by Reduced Choice again, out of Snippet's Lass. Where we're wondering, Snippet's Lass is the next dam of our horse, the fourth dam of our horse. So all these still quite closely related. She had her own little line that I've had a little go on as well, Viennese. She raced 9 times in her career, 3 wins, a second and a third, 5 out of 9 in the first 3, earnings of $162,275 Australian dollars in her career. Viennese managed to win 2 races. She won in 2008. First of all, she won the listed Quezette Stakes, and then she won the Group 3. Oh no, the Group 3 was a 2-year-old race. The 2008 Jan Stakes, Group 3 winner, and then she won the Quezette Stakes at 3 in 2008, a listed race at Morfettville and Caulfield, respectively. Placed in another 2 listed races. Viennese. She is a black type producer as well. Found this one, Gloriette, who I do remember has been the dam of one of mine. Gloriette, a mare foaled in 2013, sired by Lonro, out of Viennese. Gloriette raced 9 times in her career, 1 win, 1 second and 3 thirds. 5 out of 9 in the first 3 for earnings of $55,575 Australian dollars. Gloriette managed to finish 3rd in the Group 3 Maribyrnong Plate and the listed St Albans Stakes at 2. Group 3 and listed placed 2-year-old. And she is a dam of Arcaded, who I did follow going round. Arcaded, born in 2018, sired by Street Boss, out of Gloriette. Arcaded raced 9 times in her career, 3 wins and a third. She managed 4 out of 9 in the first 3 for earnings of $301,200 Australian dollars. Arcaded, she won the Group 2 Blue Diamond Prelude, and she also won the Group 3 Magic Night Stakes as well, finishing 3rd in the PJ Bell of 2022, owned and bred by Godolphin. She was good. I watched her go round a few times. I enjoyed it. Very good filly. The next one we're going to take a look at is Snitzel's brother, Hinchinbrook, who was also at stud for a while. Hinchinbrook, a horse born in 2007, sired by Fastnet Rock, out of Snippet's Lass. Hinchinbrook raced 14 times in his career, 2 wins, 1 second and 6 thirds. 9 out of 14 starts in the first 3, and the horse managing to earn $590,300 Australian dollars in his career. Hinchinbrook at 3 won the Group 1 All-Age Stakes, Group 1 winner. At 2, he won the Group 3 Skyline Stakes as well. 3rd in the Oakley Plate, 3rd in the William Reid, 3rd as well in the Pago Stakes, and 3rd at 2 in the Size Produce Stakes, Australia as well. The horse entered stud in 2011 at Yarraman Park. Sadly, Australia's leading first season sire in 2014-15. The horse was sadly euthanised in July 2018 after breaking a hind leg while on the walking machine. We found him though. We found him through the dam of this horse, Sir Jardin. People can see Hinchinbrook there. Hinchinbrook entered stud, like it said, leading first season sire in 2014-15. Leading sire with 3-year-olds in Hong Kong in 2018-19 as well. Sire of winners of over $74 million. The horse Hinchinbrook sired 22 stakes winners in his career. Obviously, not as many as Snitzel, but the horse has definitely done his bit, hasn't he? Definitely done his bit for the line. Next one we need to take a look at now on a different line, I think. I don't like having these open when I start. I'm going to have to pause my video and check they're not open. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, typical. I will check them all. This was the last one that was. Private Eye Gelding, born in 2017, sired by Al Maher out of Confidential Queen. People will say that Snippet's Lass is the third dam of this horse. Private Eye won some money in his career. 45 starts in his career, 13 wins, 6 seconds and 4 thirds. 23 of 45 in the first three for 12,455,685 Australian dollars. A proper good old-fashioned money-spinning gelding, this one. The horse won the 2021 Epsom Handicap, which looks to be the only Group 1 the horse won. Then the horse won the Group 2 Queensland Guineas and also won the PB Lawrence Stakes. I think that's a Group 1 race now. The Group 2 Baguette Stakes in 2022. The horse won the Shorts in Group 2 in 2023. And the horse won the 2021 Show County Quality as well as the 2024 Festival Stakes. The horse was second in 2 more Group 1 races, the Stradbroke Handicap at Eagle Farm and the Lightning Stakes at Flemington. And the horse was also third in another Eagle Farm race, the Stradbroke of 2025 last year. And he was also placed in the Canterbury Stakes Group 1 race at Randwick and the All-Age race as well at Randwick. So this horse was a Group 1 race. It won the PB Lawrence Stakes Group 2 in 2025 as well, according to this. Yeah, this is a decent horse, Private Eye. Won some races and over 12 million Australian dollars. Sadly, a gelding, unfortunately. This one wasn't, though. King's Troop, a horse born in 2012 out of the same dam and sired by Reduced Choice as well out of Royal Snippets. King's Troop raced 13 times in his career, 1 first and 3 seconds. 4 out of 13 starts in the first 2, earnings of 110,000 Australian dollars. King's Troop managed to finish second in the Group 3 San Domenico Stakes, 3/4 brother to Snitzel. That was good enough to get him to stud in 2017 in Western Australia, where I think, is he still standing at Dardanup Stud now? No, he is at Aramant Park in Western Australia for the same slight fee increase, 2,750 Australian dollars. You'll see that the horse hasn't really sired many horses. The biggest crop he has had has been 24, excuse me, which was in the 19-20 season. 4 seasons at stud, the horse has sired 77 foals. 49 of them have ran, and between them, 31 of those horses have won 59 races. The horse has sired 1 stakes winner that has won 2 stakes races. So there has been 1 good one out of those 49 races. Good 3-year-old. By the look of things, 3-year-old colt who went round in Australia. The best horse sired by King's Troop, and that horse is All the King's Men, winner of the Lex Piper Stakes and the Bunbury Breeders' Classic out in Western Australia. 2 listed wins, and he's also had Royal Trooper third in the Belmont Classic. But yeah, Western Australia stallion, not many Group 1 races out in Western Australia, and the crop size are what they are for this horse, King's Troop. But he has sired a stakes winner. We can finally now take a look at the 4th dam of our horse, Snippet's Lass. A mare born in 1993, sired by Snippets out of Snowfinch. Snippet's Lass, a very durable horse on the track, raced 41 times in her career, 7 wins, 10 seconds and 3 thirds. 20 out of 41 starts in the first 3 for earnings of 287,746 Australian dollars in her career. Snippet's Lass won the Sapphire Stakes and the VATC Stakes. She was also second in the Toy Show Quality, the English Breeders' Plate, the Research Plate, the Sapphire Stakes and the Birthday Card Quality. And she was third in the Triscay Stakes when she was racing. It would have been nice if they'd done a better job there, telling us what grade they were, but they weren't. The horse died, sadly, on the 24th of September 2007 due to foaling complications, but what a mare she was. Bred by Macquarie Stud out in New South Wales. She foaled a lot of very good horses. I did find a couple that were even related to going further back. Captain Bax was a gelding born in 2001, sired by Snippets as well, out of Snowfinch. So he is a full brother to our dam. Captain Bax is a funny one. 41 starts, 10 wins, 5 seconds and 3/3. 18 of 41 starts in the first three, and managed to earn 593,700 Australian dollars. And the person who has updated this hasn't even bothered to list any of the races that the horse has won. Such an average job. That's what happens when you let members of the public edit your sites. They just don't do a good enough job for people that use them. So I had to use a site I don't really use anymore because they blocked me. Race in Australia, they wouldn't let me look at their pedigree reports. If I click there, I'd get some sort of error message. Still to this day, because I tested it the other day, and I'm going back 4 or 5 years. These people hate me. Unfortunately, we can see there though that the horse won the listed Heffernan back in 2008. The horse then won the Group 3, which is then Group Missile Stakes of 2008 as well, as finishing second in the Ramornie there. It was also winner at Gosford in the listed Pace Setter Stakes as well of 2008. Third in the June Stakes, I think it was then. It started to go down the grades a little bit. So it's not in listed races. It's not in pattern races anymore. Here it is. It's in the Ritchie getting beat. It's in the Country Cup finishing second. I think that pretty much was the end of it then. It was dropping further and further down the grades. But at one point, this horse was fairly decent. Yeah, it's a Group 3 winner of a race, the Missile, which is a lot higher grade now. Yeah, it was in the right races at the start of its career. It just failed off a bit at Grafton and Gosford, where it was getting beat, and Ranwick, and that was probably the end of the pattern then for the horse. But yeah, just a shame that the person didn't do a decent job on there of adding those races to the site. Full Bloom is an interesting one. A mare born in 2001, sired by Snippets out of Periander. People will see that Snowfinch as well is the second dam of this horse. Full Bloom raced 11 times in her career and was placed third on 2 occasions. Never won a race, but she managed to win 10,700 Australian dollars and finished third in the 2004 listed Cinderella Stakes. Not the first on this line to win in that race, is it? Yeah, that one, Full Bloom, she really was what she was. We're now, I think, at the 5th dam of our horse now. Yes, we are. I think, are we? Let me have a look. Snowfinch, oh no, we've got another one here, a Real Girl. Oh yeah, this is another one that I found that was related to Secret Verdicts and all them, I think. Where's this one? This one, oh yeah, that's right. This is a little American line that I found, a Real Girl. A mare born in 1976, sired by In Reality, out of Secret Verdict. You'll see the Secret Verdict is the 3rd dam of our horse. Yeah, so we found that one as well. Snowfinch, the dam of Snippets Lass, the 2nd dam of this horse as well. Snippets Lass, a Real Girl, managed to win 4 out of 14 starts in her career. 7 out of 14 in the first 3, 1 second and 2/3, earnings of 76,425 American dollars. People see that a Real Girl won a couple of stakes races as well as being placed in another one. But there's so many of those American stakes races that we tend to gloss over them. But she bred this horse. Well, no, she didn't. That was a stakes winner in America. Remote Ruler is the next horse. A mare born in 1977. She is out of... Lost my place here. Let me pause this video a bit and try and get back on track. There's a dam missing. All right, apologies for that. I think we're back on track now with the 5th dam of our horse. Let me just check that. Yep, Snowfinch, the 5th dam of our horse. A mare born in 1984, sired by Stormbird out of A Real Girl. Snowfinch, you'll see there, raced 7 times in her career, 2 wins and a second. 3 out of 7 starts in the first two, earnings of $21,324 American dollars in her career. She actually ran in Ireland. She managed to win the listed Orby Stakes and also was 4th in the Group 3 Anglesey Stakes and 2nd in the listed Old Town Stakes in her career, bred by A. Baxter. The next dam of the horse we're going to take a look at is A Real Girl, who is the 6th dam of our horse, a mare, born in 1976, sired by In Reality, out of Secret Verdict. Now we're back on track. A Real Girl raced 14 times in her career, 4 wins, 1 second and 2 thirds. 7 out of 14 starts in the first 3, and she managed to earn $76,425 American dollars for her trouble. A Real Girl, that is the horse we just looked at. That is the dam who won 3 minor American stakes races. But out of Secret Verdict, I did find some other horses. Remote Ruler, a mare born in 1977, sired by King Emperor, out of Secret Verdict as well. So this is a half-sister to the 6th dam of our horse. Remote Ruler raced 10 times in her career, 3 wins, 3 seconds and a third. 7 out of 10 starts in the first 3 for earnings of $105,110 American dollars. Remote Ruler managed to win the Group 3 Goldenrod Stakes and won the listed New Hope Stakes as well as being placed in other minor stakes races as well. Group 3 winner, Remote Ruler, and she bred a pattern racehorse as well. Close in, a mare born in 1985, sired by Fapiano, out of Remote Ruler. Close in, raced 9 times in her career, 4 wins and a second, 5 out of 9 starts in the first 3, managing to earn $190,360 US dollars in her career. Close in, she managed to finish 4th in the Group 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile of 1987, as well as winning the listed Holly Stakes the same year. And at 3, she won the Sunrise Stakes, which I think is another one of those minor American stakes races that has 50 off every weekend that people need to ignore. Interesting line this, I do think. We're now back at the 7th dam of our horse, who was born in 1966. We'll just check that we are still on track. Yeah, there we are. Look, the Secret Verdict, the 7th dam of our horse. Secret Verdict, a mare, born in 1966, sired by Clandestine, out of Scotch Verdict. 14 races in her career, 3 wins, a second and 5 thirds. So 9 out of 14 starts in the first 3, earnings of $40,778 US dollars. Secret Verdict was 3rd in the Coaching Club American Oaks of 1969. That is now a Group 1 race. She was also 3rd in the Cotillion Handicap. I think that might be a Group 1 race as well. And the Bryn Mawr Stakes, which I know absolutely nothing about. So this also would have pattern race form now if it was going round. The American pattern is quite new, like everything else in America. Very new country in relation to a lot of countries in the world. And that's why they make so many mistakes. You know, they will do. They're like children. Thoroughbreds. And now let's take a look at the historical line now of 2C. It doesn't really give us a lot this bit on this side, on this line, because ours is actually on this little section here, the Scotch Verdict section, which is down the bottom, you see. There's Scotch Verdict, and there's our section there. Look, Secret Verdict, A Real Girl, Snowfinch, Snippet's Lass, and there is a Schnitzel himself. So I could have showed you a couple more. I could have had a look to see what that one did, Real Shaddai, or that one maybe is a colt on this list, Valid Appeal. There's a New Zealand Guineas winner there, prized. A gelding, Millennium, side by prize. So I chose not to look at that one because it was a gelding. But yeah, that really is the only section back to 1960, Scotch Verdict. And then we're up here, you see, up on this line here, all the way back to 1902. There doesn't seem to be many colts on there, so it wasn't really a site where the historical site helped us much because of that slight anomaly there with the tail female descendants of Scotch Verdict have subgroup L2 rather than L4A. Expected for family 2. So there's a bit of an anomaly there, of which Schnitzel is part of. It seems to have done the trick regarding breeding, doesn't it? So now what it's time to do is we've taken a look at the pedigree now. It's time to close down a few tabs to save on CPU. And then it is time to watch Ole Dancer win a couple of races, I think, and see if we think this horse is a classic horse. The horse actually has not won any pattern races, despite being Group 2 placed on his last start. The horse is not a pattern winner at this stage. We're only going to watch him win a sales race and a handicap. But the sales race was on debut at Murray Bridge. It was a Magic Millions Classic out there, but I think there might be, I don't know if it's a pattern race, so I've left it, especially with it being at Murray Bridge. Yeah, I think it's just a sales race, like they have here, the Weatherby Super Sprint and things like that. We will watch the horse Ole Dancer win that race at Murray Bridge on debut, and we will see what we think afterwards.
By Tisworthy favourite. Light continues to blink. Set to go and they're racing. They all got out of the gates nicely. Good speed from Artistic Angel. Frothy McCaw's got some toe. Ash Rain. Celtic Thunder. Tesoro Mio Dampen. Tisworthy's just hovering midfield and deep. Followed next by Ole Dancer, who's back towards the tail with Kalmana and Wee Wee Marcherie. Onto the course proper, and Frothy McCaw has the lead with Artistic Angel, and they basically run together. Dampen, Tesoro Mio, Celtic Thunder, Ash Rain's deep. Tisworthy's 5 deep. Then Ole Dancer from Kalmana and Ash Rain and Wee Wee Marcherie. Frothy McCaw and Artistic Angel have swung in together. Frosty McCaw outside of Artistic Angel. One whim must have missed the start. It's tailed right off. Frosty McCaw and Artistic Angel, who's fighting back. Tesoro Mio, and now Ole Dancer's winding up at the right time. Ole Dancer swept up, hit the lead from Artistic Angel, then Dampen, but Ole Dancer, what a great debut, wins the Magic Millions SA 2-year-old Classic. Maybe Artistic Angel did enough to hang on to second placing from Dampen, who was closing in. Then Wee Wee Marcherie, followed by Frosty McCaw. Tisworthy, Celtic Thunder finished midfield. At the head of the others was Ash Rain, Kalmana, and then a gap in the race to the last one, which is just coming across the line now. One whim. Perhaps hold your tickets. Ole Dancer, Peter Moody and Catherine Coleman and Will Price. Well, he cost a...
Very interesting performance that was, wasn't it? I mean, I thought personally the horse won that race quite easily. Once the horse hit stride, there wasn't really much stopping him there, was there? You know, it's fair to say the horse came home strongly over the 5.5 furlongs, and I thought that was quite impressive, the filly. To me, though, I thought there's a long way between 5.5 furlongs and a mile, isn't there? This horse will always have stamina trips ahead of the 1,000 guineas, as the horse has never even raced at a mile before. So people who are interested in this horse, Ole Dancer, will have to take that on trust, although it was a strong staying on 7 over the 1,400 metres last time out in the Prelude Group 2 race. But like I said, the horse has got plenty of questions to answer, really. That's why the horse is actually my 4th choice for this race. The horse has never won a pattern race. The horse has lost its last 2 races. And the horse is unproven at the trip. You know, all this horse has really, I think, is a pedigree. You know, and that's what I judge my horses on. You know, and they've entered it in the race. We're going to take a look now at the horse win the second time out, which was a handicap. Just a generic egg and spoon handicap, race 1 at Caulfield on the 26th of July. Nothing special about this race at all. In fact, the first race was probably harder to win than this, you would think, with it being a sales race. So let's take a look at this race at Caulfield and see what we think.
goes into the stalls now. The 2-year-old's ready for the first of 9. Set to go, and away they go, and Autumn Mystery away fairly. Shy Star, Brazenga jump well with Canny Worth, and also Thanks Gorgeous in the centre of those. So almost 4 across the track after 200, 2.5 Cherish Me, Ole Dancer, then Autumn Mystery, and at the tail of the field settling down is Miwa. So as they reach the 850, it's Canny Worth leading Shy Star. They're a length and a half in front of Thanks Gorgeous, followed by Brazenga, who's over racing, and hanging. Next on the inside is Ole Dancer, and they were followed by Cherish Me as they've really slackened the tempo. You could throw a blanket over these and a couple overreacting. Me was second last. Autumn Mystery at the tail of the field. 500 to go, so it's Canny Worth. Mod has really slackened it from Shy Star and Brazenga 3 deep. Thanks Gorgeous behind those horses as they're about to dial it up again. Ole Dancer next the inside from Cherish Me under pressure, followed by Miwa. Canny Worth in front by a length. Shy Star. Ole Dancer's trying to get a clear run. It's just about out now. Canny Worth at the 200. Shy Star, and now Ole Dancer got the split and accelerates. Ole Dancer drives through, took the front from Shy Star, Thanks Gorgeous, and Ole Dancer. Ole Dancer from Thanks Gorgeous, Shy Star, and Me with the eye catcher. Then Autumn Mystery, Cherish Me. Next in the field, Canny Worth, and last of all was Brazenga. So it's Ole Dancer. Blake Shin has now well and truly put pay to the Premier.
That was a good performance again, I thought. Like the commentator said, once the horse got the run and managed to quicken up, even over these short distances, that race was over 6 furlongs. The first one we looked at was 5.5. He does seem to have the speed to get himself out of trouble, doesn't he? And managed to get himself his head in front again there, albeit those 2 races at below pattern race quality. So is this horse a classic horse, Ole Dancer? Well, it remains to be seen, really. I certainly think the horse has got the pedigree to get involved. She managed to win her first 2 starts, including one of those Magic Millions races. But since then, over what could prove to be an inadequate trip, she's been beaten twice in a pattern company, stepping up to a mile for the first time this season. Ideally, she would see this mile out strongly and be a force on the day, and hopefully take her chance in the 1,000 guineas and give Classic Watch 26 a second Australian Classic runner of this early season. Right, I think I can leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody who has taken the time to watch it with me. It was a pleasure to bring it to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. What I will do is I will give everybody an opportunity who has watched this video an opportunity to subscribe to the channel. That way you will not miss any more of my content moving forward. It doesn't in any way help me, you subscribing to my channel. I don't get any benefits at all. All the benefits are yours. The benefits are that you do not miss any of my content, and it lets you know when I am making videos as well, if you enable the notifications correctly. But yeah, and I will also give a premiere of the Classic Watch 26 Possibles playlist. I think this is the 5th horse that we've done now, 3 in Australia, 1 in the UK, and 1 in New Zealand. So I think now there is 5 horses on the list. It will be time to get to the Classic Watch 26 Possibles playlist into the end of the videos as well, so people can see what horses might be upcoming on the Classic Watch 26 in due course. But for now, I think I'll leave this video here now. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. Look after yourselves and your loved ones. All roads really lead to, in the UK, to Champions Day on the flat this coming weekend. And then really, it's over to the foreign racing on the flat. After that, we might have the French Ledger and races like that still to come. We might have a bit more decent French racing to come. But it'll soon be time for the UK and island-based focus to switch to national hunt racing, which can be found, as always, on the Patreon channel, which is called Newman Racing. But for now, I will end this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic week, and goodbye.